Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Wilson Seahawks going up against Ryan's Falcons.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A very solid gain of 27. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 42 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Now it's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They run again with Carson. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Third down. That's Carson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second. And, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion now. Last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak. But if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because let's be honest about it. Losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you were in the Super Bowl. You were playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one. But this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
Connects with Sanu right side. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. So out come the Falcons now. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Play action. It's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. That's complete. Hooper. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Time a factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, 2 quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Wilson Seahawks going up against Rivers' Chargers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. The scene a moment ago, unlike any other in the NFL for a lot of years. The crowd here in Carson might be half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but they are twice as loud as their Chargers get set to face off with the Seattle Seahawks. first down. Rivers over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Last year for Keenan Allen, by the way, 102 receptions in 2017. Chargers record, he actually passed a running back, LaDainian Tomlinson, who had that record.
Yeah, running back and a Hall of Famer. Third in the NFL receiving yards with over 1,300, nearly 1,400 yards. Played only 9 games in the last 2 years, but here's what I really like.
There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, Allen! Melvin Gordon, 66 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Wilson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On second down, here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Now Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin. First down, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So they're operating in the red zone. the red zone now. Here's Wilson on first down. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The LA Chargers taking over on offense here in a second. They won 6 of their last 7 in 2017. You mentioned earlier just missing the playoffs. And, you know, who would have guessed that they would have had a rebound like that because they started 0-4.
They really channeled what the 1992 Chargers franchise. They started 0-4 and ended up 12-4 and won their division. But they came close. What a valiant run. But they ran into our producer, Ben Ramsauer's Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City late in the season. That one loss out of those last 7, that's the one that kept them out of the playoffs.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. From the gun, Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Gordon on first down. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And out now come the Seahawks. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught. Lockett. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Now it's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw again is Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Paul Richardson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. So out come the Chargers. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They go play action here on first down. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing, Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner? Safety?
He's by himself. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, 60 yards. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Now Wilson on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. First and 10, it's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Following the interception here, Rivers got his man complete over the middle. That's Allen. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Allen's got it complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Wilson looking to throw on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now it's Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. . So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing is Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richardson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Red zone opportunity. This is Carson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And I think the ball's out.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
2nd down, Rivers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe. On the counter, here's Gordon. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Rivers now on second down. And his throw is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And now it's third down. Something to think about with these Chargers. They had 4 losses a season ago when leading with 3 minutes or less.
So you think that their fans right now, they're hopeful, but not necessarily expecting it to go their way.
Yeah, not counting their chickens just yet. Over the middle, complete. It's Allen. So they get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down when you want 3. Get a little bit closer, making an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Allen. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Now Wilson on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, here's Wilson. Room to run inside the 40. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Richardson. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Wilson will throw again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Rivers' Chargers going up against Bridgewater's Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's got room. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 75 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. The first play from scrimmage? Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
Novak out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hayes Pollard in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Let's go.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Stafford's Lions going up against Trevor Siemian's Broncos.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Siemian, screen play, Anderson. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now Siemian. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards there. Two straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
To throw on second is Siemian. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. And some room to roam now. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Now a run with Anderson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Again, Anderson. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll try the air now with Simeon. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
From the gun on 3rd, Simeon. And that is incomplete. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
For that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Out to the flat for Riddick. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to have a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. So they will go for it. Stanford. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Shaquille Barrett from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. The Denver Broncos, they missed out on the playoffs for the 2nd straight year. Their offense coming back onto the field here, and that's coming off that Super Bowl 50 win. I don't know that we expected them to go back-to-back-to-back or anything like that, but I certainly don't think we saw them missing the playoffs the last 2 years, right?
No, you're correct on that one. And a big part of it is, what's one of those old adages in
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Bridgewater's Vikings going up against Trevor Siemian's Broncos.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building as we come to you from Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in downtown Denver. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. First down at Siemian. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, 75 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
First down, Bridgewater. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They run it again with Cook, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here it's third down. Here's Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. You got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On fourth down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. And he finds Cook. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 9 on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Bridgewater on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On second down, Bridgewater again. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And the play clock's running down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, Simeon. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. A first down as it's Simeon with a hook up to Sanders. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue Lightning. Blue Lightning.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now Simeon setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, Anderson gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They run again on 1st down. Anderson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now a first down throw, Simeon. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Here we go now.
Back to the air, Simeon on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sanders. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard, near the 25. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Here's Simeon. They set up the screen to Booker. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
To throw is Bridgewater. The left side caught by Diggs. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Adam Gotsis in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The second down throw for Bridgewater. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
The 21 yards there as they convert on third. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And again, it's Bridgewater. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's go.
To the air again with Bridgewater. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And it's 17-7. Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Cook running right. Finding some room at midfield. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Forbath out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
To throw on second is Simeon. Left side here to Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Now it's Simeon. Screen play, Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
To the air again, Simeon. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
First down, Simeon. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Simeon throwing again. Sanders has it over the middle. And he is knocked down from the side at the 32-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Off the fake to Booker and Simeon. Buying time to his left. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Simeon and the offense staying put. They'll go on 4th down. They snap it to Simeon. Got him in. He finds Sanders. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. From the red zone now, Simeon. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Simeon now to throw. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing again is Simeon. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hurry up, here we go. Back over. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Shift.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down. Again, Simeon. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. He's back to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They try again with Cook. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time, gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. He'll look to throw. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Second down and just 1.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now Simeon. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Brandon, they likely have time for one last play, but it's got to be a heave into the end zone. Anything short, no good for them.
Well, Charles, they were...
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Foles' Eagles going up against Bridgewater's Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They run again with Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're going to try and throw. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Torrey Smith, 81 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down there going for it. But they pressed the issue, and not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
First carry now for Dalvin Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Got a man, it's right. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the pickup. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Let's go. Wait, next.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's right. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snapped out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there from 8 yards out. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And this one through the uprights and good. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Eagles will take over here in just a second on offense. And Charles, as you look back to the Super Bowl title run that they just had, what were some of the moves that made that possible?
I'll keep it on the offensive side of the ball because I thought their front office did a fantastic job of having answers in case things happen.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Jeff, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 89 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And 15 yards there on the catch and run. From the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hooked on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They run for it with a jive. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Let's go. 180. 180.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Bridgewater on first down. Wright's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here's Bridgewater. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. First down, Bridgewater. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Stephon Diggs from 10 yards out. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. And he's got it up and through. Forbath out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Foles over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On first and 10, Bridgewater. His throw caught right around the 6. And with just 1 second. Remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jarius